is a divine sunshine coming to you with, oh, my thing is right here. I forgot. I like, it's on this end or it's in. Coming to you with a Father's Day gift for those fathers that have passed on. I just did a reading for a client and the father jumped right on in. I think right now, since it's Father's Day, and a lot of people are concentrating, the veil is very thin for fathers to kind of come through. They have been passed on and went to the other side. So I just want to jump on and give you this extra as a gift to you, and I will be uploading and giving you the summer solstice reading too as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna do it just like this. So now we are going to do like a pick a pile. So look and see which one appeals to you. This is lapis lazuli. This one here, if this appeals to you, that's pile number one. If this one appeals to you, this is pile number two. Okay, this is also okay. Or if this one appeals to you, this is pile number three. Okay, it's much prettier. It's got like a green, it's got real pretty silver kind of running through it too as well. If this one appeals to you too. Hello, charm. So this one appeals to you too. This is messages. And so these are for ones that have past loved ones. Either it could be grandfather, anybody that's a father figure that's passed on. These are the special messages that they have for you. Now, the messages they have for you is that, and also what needs to be healed too as well. So if you pick this one, pile number one, here's your reading. Here's what it says to you. It says that your father says it wants you to focus your mind on what you really want. We are helping you. So the father says that he is helping you behind the scenes, but you need to focus. Okay. Hello, Margaret. So you need to focus on exactly what it is in order. Whatever it is, it's emotions. And to me, it might be kind of stifling you to that you're not really free flowing in your emotions as far as this when you come spirituality and creating new growth. So they want you to focus. They also want you to know that trust, love, and appreciate yourself. Show respect for you. Whatever it is, it seems like you have not been talking to yourself in a positive way. I will give you also a nugget that I would say also to you would be, and I said it in the summer solstice, which is to learn how to turn that inner critic down and to turn your higher self up, the voice of your higher self as well. So this is what's going on because they've been noticing behind the scenes that you've been doing a lot of negative self-talk. So they want you to cut that out. Understand that you are never alone. Understand that they're there with you at this present moment in time as well. Know that you have your angels, your guides, and your spiritual team or your powers of being that's along with you. Stay there, be steady, be a lighthouse into the world to see if you're also a light worker. So you can be able to, again, bring in those people who are lost just by you modeling, being the person who you are. Understand that that's what this is for. What they want you to heal from is understanding that it's a smelling roses. This is what they want you to heal and deal with. I focus on the experiences in my journey rather than the destination. So you've been too much of looking at more so about the whole thing process where you want to end up and not enjoying the journey. I said that in one of the readings as well, that we are so busy not enjoying and becoming childlike. Maybe that was in the playground experience, that we are not actually enjoying the ride. Okay. All right, that's pick a pile number one. If that's it for you, thank you for watching. And also, that's your message from your loved one, from your father. Okay, let's move on to your next pile. Is this one? Is this pretty one, amethyst, as well? So, if you're interested in this one, your loved one says the following to you: hold us in your heart and not in your home. It's okay to declutter. So some of you all might be holding on to things that belong to your loved one that maybe have passed on. and they're letting you know to kind of release those things. So you might have some old clothing or items that belong to you as well. They're saying that your area is just cluttered. You could also say spiritually, you might be cluttered with the memories and things and not being able to move on. And they're saying free it up so you can be able to have that forward mobility. They want you to also know to talk to us. Okay, we are still listening. So some of you all might have cut off the communications because I know a lot of people believe, well, where they're going in the other dimensions, they no longer here. It can be living proof and tell you that is not so. You can talk to them very much so, just like I'm talking to you. Okay, so this is one of the things that you can be able to do to understand that we are listening. Okay, they're still listening to you. Another thing that you can do is we are so connected, understanding that there is no separation of that, because again, you hold them in your heart and you still have connections with your past loved one, your father as well. The next one is there is no time where I am. Time is only on earth. Okay. So again, I would think about the dimensions. And like it had been explained to me one time that again, that I'm still living, I'm still in this another dimension. You can't see me. It's like an overlay. That's what my dog had explained to me, and how we're still intertwined and moving and having our being, although we are just not there where you can be able to see us. So it's like two dimensions going on. Two things, timelines, you want to say, but it's going on at the same time. So there's no death. There's no thing about that as far as, and also how they hold you in your heart. They're always present. Understand there is no such thing as death. That's what I was talking about. There is no such thing. I heard the notification go off. Said there is no such thing as death. Oh, she telling time things. Okay, so whatever did I do Friday? I gotta look at that and see. I don't think I did. There is no such thing as death. Understanding that there's no ending to that. It's still they still live on. Okay, that's what makes it important. Now, what they want, if you put pile number 2, this is what your father said you need to heal from. It's a memories. I do not focus on what is already gone. I choose to show up fully for myself and others in the present moment. That's what I was saying about this father feels that you are holding on to them and you're not moving forward. Maybe some things that you felt that has been unsaid. You might be even holding on to some material things. And he's saying again, they want you to go on ahead and just be you and to not let that hold you back. Although there's no ending to them, but they want you to be able to live too as well. They're saying here, morning, I realize that all endings are opportunities to start anew. Said that they want you to heal from your mourning because you're in mourning. You're still in mourning about them. And they want you to be able to heal from that. Also, your father says that you are a shining star. You will always stand out above all the rest. To him, of course, your daddy's little girl, your daddy's little princess, no matter how old you get, and you are a shining star. You are above all out there. You're special to them, and you're unique, and they say you're even special and unique in the world. And they know how precious and what your value is and what your role is and position in the world as a divine twin or a light worker. They say understand performance. You need to heal from this performance thing. So whatever you feel, I surrender my needs to people please in order to feel accepted. I'm a good enough just the way I am. So your father feels as if you're out there people pleasing. You're not pleasing yourself. You're not even able to get in touch with your own heart and to truly understand what it desires or what you want. So you're so busy attached to what other people want. Okay, that is pile number 2. If you're interested in pile number 3, here's yours. Okay. Pile number 3, message from Father from Beyond. He says, we are easing the blockage which is holding you back. Go for it. So whatever it is that you currently want to actually happen with you, the Father on the other side say he's helping you to clear these blocks for you to get your heart's desire. He wants you to remember that Earth is a school, is our school. Okay, we come in to learn. Maybe some of you all have might been complaining about it, but I've always said on this show that Earth is a learning, is a teachable planet. We come here to learn. So this is for you to think, oh, I want the lessons to stop. To have the lesson to stop, which means you're not growing. To have the lesson to stop, that means there's no spiritual growth. There's no things for you to learn. There's no things to upgrade to. There's no things to aspire. You're going to get that while you're on earth. So something about this loved one or your father is noticing you're having a hard time being able to, I'm hearing to say, be engaged on earth, being really a team player on earth, and they want you to understand that what's happening to you is not something that's personal. This is actually something, again, that goes along with you being a resident on earth. Okay. Next thing it wants you to know, it says they want you to heal. This father said you want you to heal from revenge. Okay. Something about this, it says living my best life helps me to deal with any injustices. So, whatever it is I'm feeling this father saying is some kind of lesson that you've gotten. You're like, oh, it's been unfair. I mean, I just hate it here. I don't want to be here on earth no daggone more. And they're saying, you know what? Just let the universe handle it. Some kind of way he's kind of seeing you trying to get back at this person yourself. And they're like, no, let the universe handle it, because the best way you can get back at something is to just live your best life. Okay. And they also said, this father says that they want you to have some composure, saying, I remain calm under pressure, even when other people are trying to engage me in conflict. So whatever it is like this person is like really not allowing you, whoever this person, place, a thing, or this situation is not allowing you to just, I'm hearing you saying, just leave me be. You keep on poking at me like a bear. And whatever it is like that, this the father is saying, listen here, get some composure. Don't let them get the best of you. Understand when these triggers come and they actually happen. Understand that, again, get the lesson. Why is it coming? When these triggers come, they're nothing but a wake-up call. Like my mentor said, it's just the truth. It's something that you need to kind of engage with and seeing how is it aligning with you at that time, that it feels like, hey, that's bothering me, or ooh, that hurt me. What is it that person is saying that you have already have really be truthful? You have been saying this to yourself, but they just so happen to tap into that energy and say that very thing to you. And now you're saying, now I'm hurt, now I'm triggered. Because you actually, all they're doing is putting voice to something that you had been saying to yourself in secret to yourself. And so that when that happens, you thank them for that and say, hey, it's time for me to take an introspection look at myself and saying, why did I think this, and why did this person pick up on this and start hitting this button on me like this, like ding 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 ding, I got you. And what I need to stop and see, what's the lesson, what's the blessing, and what do I need to move through, what do I need to heal through? Because whatever it is, I've been lying to myself, I've been saying I'm all right, I'm cool, but it's telling me that I need to heal from it. Okay. This is your message that you have for your Father's Day thing. This is something different and new. I just wanted to make sure that I give this to you. And so that you could be able to, some of you all, I know I had a couple of friends, their parents had passed on, and they're like, I'm feeling like, man, today. So in case you're feeling that way, this is some things to let you know you're not alone. Your dad is always still protecting, guiding, being there, being your ancestral guide there. To they don't go away. They still talk to you. Call on them. Talk to them. You got a lot of team players besides angels and guides and those things. Use your past loved ones. I used to do that on my channel a lot. I kind of got away from it, but again, understanding that that is a part of your spiritual community as well. Use your loved ones that have passed on. They're there. Have a conversation with them. Talk to your ancestors and really say, hey, I need help with this. They have your best interest at heart. They know you as best in the 3D. They also have the overall picture that they can be able to see everything that's going on. Abusive dads he's passed on. Oh yes, they can help. Uh, Although when people cross over, they still have some of the personality types. However, they go back to revert back to be pure love. And I have to tell my mom this quite often because a lot of times she's thinking that, hey, dad has left and he still got the same personality traits that he had then here as he has crossed over. Yes and no. Some of them, they do have the personality traits, but they don't have that core nastiness to them, and whatever it is, the good, the bad, you call it the good, bad, and the ugly. The ugly part is not there. They understand, they could look from another perspective, and they're coming from more of a place of pure love. When we die, we return to unconditional love. So right, he did. He think you did years ago. Yeah. So again, oh, you think he did years ago? Yeah. Well, if you believe that he did transition years ago, you can call on them and ask them to be on there. I've even asked, and although the person has not even checked out, that's me. Either higher self or whatever, I still could be able to use them as a guide as well. That's how I use it. It's not really ending of beginning and end, like I had did in the reading for one of the persons, and it was saying that it's like I'm still here. There's no ending. There's no ending the time. I think that might have been this one, right? This did it because sometimes I time jump. There's no ending the time there. Yes, okay, and he might show up from time to time as well. Yes, and then to help it to guide it. Like mine's past, we going on, what we going on to, yeah. And so again, I'm doing like what we used to do, like he's answering me. So he must be here. We go or and still, you can call on them. My mom does that. I know I call on her dad a lot of times for things that I need protection or something like that. And I can feel him. He appears. It's like, okay, great, okay, grandbaby, what you need? So, you can do that, do not think, and I think that's one thing about you don't leave with anything else. Do not think that they still have the same characteristic traits of the nastiness and the bad sides of them when they cross over. It completely changed, and they still are welcome to help. Some of them, they bring it to me, they have an assignment they've got to do that. That's the way they be able to right a wrong that they did on earth. So they get, like they saying again, karma points when they do that, when they help you out. So, that helps them on their end. So again, yes, call on them. You forgave him. Great. I'm glad that you did, Margaret. Yes, yes, yes. Because again, that's something daily you have to deal with and understand. And I know that even with my mom to really kind of understand that, hey, them is two different personalities. That's the meat suit that you let go, like Kathy D says, and then you return back to your true self, your sovereign being, which means I don't have that issue like I did when I was human. I remember what I did. Now don't get me wrong. I know how nasty I was, and I know what I did. But at the same time, they show with them everything that they did. That review. That's not just on that. They sit there and they review. I know that from when I do past life regression sessions. They've passed on, and I take them back to the day that they died. They showed me like, okay, I'm touching this bubble, this bubble, this bubble, and this is from each different timelines and lives that I've led. So they do go through a life review and actually see what they had did. They actually put them in that person's shoes so they can actually feel what they did. It ain't like, oh, I'm looking at it. It's like, no, now I want you to be Margaret. I want you to feel that abuse when you talk to her nasty, when you said this, when you turned her off, when you did this, that. They become there, and it's like, oh my God, Jesus, that's what I did. Oh Jesus, no, that's what that helps them to be able to understand. So the next time, if they decide to reincarnate, they're like, oh, I remember. Jesus, I don't want to do that again, what I did to Margaret. Okay? He had a good and bad side like anyone, and what happened helped me with my journey. Right. And they understand that, and that's why they have to go to their life review as they bringing it to me so they could be able to look and see, hey, you know what? Are you gonna repeat this again? Because I want you to know how you felt when you did this. Oh, you did? Oh, that cute. Today I heard you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. I knew I'd be watching you today. Thank you, Margaret. Yeah, boy, you must have been saying, listen to her because she's got a message for me to help you to understand where I am now. So, yes, they are not in that. They're not in that. They actually are more empathetic. They see the total thing about what has actually occurred, how they invoked hurt feelings on people, how did it feel to be on the receiving end to get that stuff. So it's really when you're talking about that past life stuff, they don't. When they say they need the meat suit, they leave it there, but still the essence of what they did is taken account in their soul about what they did, how they made people feel as they was that person is Carl. I don't know why I said Carl. If they're of that person, or Walter, or whatever, let them know what this is why you acted, then that's it. Okay. All right, then, as always, that is it for my thing. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, namago. Mwah. Love you. I hope that this brought some closure for some of you all that did not, if you're on the live or not on the live, that you can be able to have some total understanding about how the afterlife is or how it is on the other side too as well. Okay, thank you, Charm. Mwah. All right, love you all. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your Father's Day and your dads, all of the dads collectively from the other side. I'm seeing them standing together and they say whoosh. They sending pink light. Ooh, I can feel it. Down to you as those of you all that are watching this video. Feel the love, enveloped in the love. As they all stand, I see them as a line. Whole bunch of fathers together saying, this is, I'm sending this to you. Okay? All right then, next time. Love you.